Ladies and gentlemen, my name is SaulApeMan, I'm an ape, and I know that I post a lot of grabby videos every day, but I'm also trying to stay in touch with, a tournament Warcraft 3, because Grab is playing ladder, he's very high on ladder, but I can't say no to Happy versus Moon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is SaulApeMan, I'm an ape, and what is going to happen now? We have a very standard opener by Happy, DK Ghouls, and his opponent is mighty Mr. Moon. You may say, Saul, Moon was good 10, 15 years ago. No! Moon recently is doing very well versus humans, and also Happy struggling versus Night Elves, so maybe it's time for Moon to prove that he's not only winning a lot versus humans, but maybe he can challenge mighty Happy, and it's going to be best of 5. I'm going to cast the full deal, I'm going to edit it as a nice one video, and I want to see what Happy plays these days. In this matchup, Undead versus Night Elf, the Undead is dictating what is basically happening. Expansion, ladies and gentlemen, means by Undead that Night Elf will expand. Lack of expansion for the Undead, it means that Night Elf won't expand. And how do we know about expansion? Mr. Moon will know soon. If there is no sacrificial skull, it means no, no expansion. I hope that Moon does know, because he lost his whiz pretty quickly. No deny by Moon, at least he's creeping nicely, and ladies and gentlemen, it's immolation creeping. Look at this trick. This Forest Troll High Priest is not healing himself, he's healing the Forest Troll Trapper. Why? Because Moon is creeping with immolation, and Moon got level 2 very quickly. So ladies and gentlemen, I think that Moon knows he's already on level 2, and Happy is just creeping the first camp. That's the power of Ancient of War creeping. Of course, the game is more than open, and Moon wants to do it again the same. Look at this immolation in the nice position, and Mr. Moon is opening this Forest Troll High Priest super easy. He will get 3 items, and all of those items are not the best. He would like to have Wand of Illusion, Replenishment Potion, by I digress. At least he has some vision, and is there Wisp here, ladies and gentlemen, to detonate some skeletons? We'll see about that. Look at this huge undead army getting ready to fight with Moon. Moon is trying to force coil from Happy, but man, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Mr. Happy is not very like impressed by Moon harassment, and now he popped the Ritual Dagger, so this area of effect healing that you can get while getting 1 skeletons, and Mr. Happy is going to celebrate his tag with lumber squeezing, I presume.
A town is under siege.
He bought a Circlet and Dust. Happy. Okay, he's actually going to creep a little bit. I thought that he will squeeze Mr. Moon economy. He will like attack the wisps, but in reality, Mr. Happy is very patient and he's creeping a little bit. So yes, let's see how Happy will do. I predicted the aggression, but no, Happy is just creeping. That's surprising. By the way, on last refuge creeping, this camp is pretty good, and look what Moon is doing. Moon produced some archers. He has 3 archers in total, and now, where is this Ancient of War going? We need to creep the Mer camp, no? Where is this Ancient of War going? Moon is like going for very defensive build. He's afraid to creep. Happy has item on the ground. He's picking it up now. And what is going to happen now, ladies and gentlemen? My name is SaulApeMan, I'm an ape. Being level 3 Death Knight with full mana versus level 2 Demon Hunter, it means that early game didn't go too well for Mr. Moon. Moon has a lot of... Actually, Moon sold those vision items, and Coil is here to greet Demon Hunter. How much damage Coil deals? 140. Demon Hunter has 240 HP, so he's safe. There is no problem. And now, next Coil can kill us. But Mr. Moon has Boots of Speed, and he had to TP anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Death Knight has no mana, but TP is gone, and remember, TP is quite important. Mamma mia. Happy, oh, Happy is greeting the Naga. Look at this, Mr. Happy is speeding up. He has Naga. He will buy Boots of Speed. Yes, that's what you do. You make basically a super Naga. She has 5 permanent items. I would love to be greeted like that by the Naga. by Death Knight and the Ghouls. Thank you guys for this nice welcoming gift. And man, look at this, Mr. Happy. He is feeling so good. He's probably going to tag to tier 3 really quickly. I mean, he spent a lot of gold on items, so he can't tag that well. But man, that was a very nice welcoming gift for the Naga, and she's very thankful for it. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is SaulApeMan, I'm an ape, and what Mr. Moon can do, he doesn't have access to the tavern. It means that there is no Naga for him. Happy actually remember that there are sentry wards that Mr. Moon got, and he actually used dust to kill the sentry ward. Mamma mia. It means that there is no vision for Moon, and you know, Happy just burned one charge of dust. Now Naga for the Night Elf will appear, but you need to wait for this moment, and Mr. Moon brought the Wisp there, and the Wisp is dead. Moon is still operating with one hero, and he's not even getting any bonus experience because he's not killing anything. Another big item for Happy. Mana burn is late. Man, Moon is winning versus Fortitude in those big show matches, long series, and versus Happy in game number 1. Guys, it's just game number 1. Let me tell you, Mr. Moon is getting a little bit cooked. Mamma mia. Okay, what is going to happen now, ladies and gentlemen? Happy is, of course, waiting for tier 3 power spike. He's producing some Fiends that are going to be good versus Dryads, because Moon is getting the Dryads, and I say Grabby out of the habit. And what is crazy for me is that there is absolutely no tavern control. And Moon is holding with Solo Demon Hunter, which is bad. Naga gives you map control, all of this good stuff. Absolutely outplayed, man. Even the Ancient of War is dead. Okay, finally some kill for Mr. Moon. He got a ghoul. And Happy is more than happy to be here. He's pulling back. Oh, the red HP ghoul needs to survive. Dryads are fast and furious, but they block each other a little bit. I think we can get this ghoul. Yep, we can get this ghoul, man. The Dryads are very fast, and Mr. Moon is cancelling the animation well, but it's just a ghoul. And at the same time, Happy's like, you are wasting a lot of time for this ghoul, my friend. I'm going to open the Orc Magi. And Potion of Mana is here, man. There is so much mana on Mr. Happy. That's crazy. Moon is not giving up, of course. He is creeping. He's already on tier 3 with a Bear Master on the way. In Happy shoes, I would go for a finisher. His early and mid game was very good. And what Happy can do, he can buy the Lich. He can get the Orb of Corruption, and then he will just cross the map and push with Ghoul Frenzy on top of that. So in 50 seconds, Happy will cross the map and push into the Night Elf base. At the same time, Night Elf has a little bit of time to prepare, right? So he can creep as well. He can get the first reju. What is important, also buy Staff of Preservation, buy the Orb, and get ready for undead timing. I'm checking Happy items. Is Healing Words. Happy will sell the Healing Word. Look at this. Healing Word sold immediately. We need a better item. And speaking about good things, look at this. Oh no! Moon used Rejuvenation on the Demon Hunter, but it was in the range on the Forest Troll High Priest, and he just dispulled it. He just dispulled it, man. So 400 HP gone. Okay, we have a new one, but remember that mana is limited. At least we have nice items. And now my question is, Mr. Happy, are we pushing? The answer is yes, ladies and gentlemen. I think we are pushing. Mr. Moon is trying to get some extra experience, and he got it. 47 supply for Happy, but remember, he has the Orb, he has Heal Scroll. Good things are happening for Happy. He'll get level 3. He has one Destroyer in the air, and Destroyer is even getting mana from this Orc Magi. Mr. Moon is like, I should creep this maybe. And now, instead of the item, he'll get the Coil Nova. Lol. Book of the Dead is another bad item. Happy would love to get Mana Stone, Health Stone, you know. Ang, at least, I mean, Ang is not that good, but I digress. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Happy went for the Skeletons. Moon needs to react with a Wisp, but look at Happy, he's just pulling his Skeletons back. And that's beautiful coil to greet the Wisp. Mr. Moon is getting squeezed, man. Happy is even using this bad item drop very well. Is Moon ready? The Night Elf base can offer you a lot of protection. And ladies and gentlemen, what's going to happen now? Demon Hunter level 3 is getting lower and lower. There is Invul, but the problem is there is no rejuvenation that Mr. Moon can get under his Invul, and the Moonwells are empty. We have Artificial Night for how long? Quite low, and Coil Nova on the Naga. Naga has fallen. Demon Hunter pops the Invul. G is called 1-0 for Happy. Game number 2 this time is Moon map pick, and he's playing on the top right of Echo Isles as a blue Night Elf, and Moon is opening like very slow, you know, without a big creeping himself. Sometimes you see Night Elf opening with the Mercam, but no, Moon wants to be active because on Echo Isles you expect expansions. And let's see, is Happy going for something crazy? No, Happy is the master of standard play, and he's opening yet again with DK Ghouls. But in this game, I think we are going to see an expansion. Games on Echo Isles are quite long usually, but we saw what happened in the previous game, how well Happy squeezed, basically. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what Happy can do here. And let me tell you, Moon is in a good shape. Playing versus Happy is of course hard, but he can do good things, and he's starting with just Orc Warrior creeping as he should. It means that when Demon Hunter will leave the altar, he'll just grab the item to go, and he'll cross the map. Moon is accumulating wisps at Happy expansion, potential expansion. Why? Because, ladies and gentlemen, you want to dispel blight, and look at this, Demon Hunter got the item, the best item, +5 cloves, and he's already crossing the map. Happy with Sacrificial Skull. We know exactly what does it mean. It means expansion, but Moon is fast and Moon is furious, and he's not denying any creeps. Happy Moon has a wisp here. He has another wisp, which is very good. Can he dodge the coil? We'll see about that. One coil can kill this wisp. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going. Happy is splitting his skeletons nicely. Happy is not making a ziggurat just yet. So this early game is looking good for Moon. Of course, it's too early to make a big judgment. But ladies and gentlemen, there is no ziggurat. If there is no ziggurat, it means that expansion is going to be quite slow. And so far, so good. Forest Troll Trapper will go down. There is still, and then the mana is going down quite quickly. Cat is waiting for a long time with his coils, ladies, and with his Sacrificial Skull usage. Maybe it's a good idea. We'll see about that. So far, 2 wisps are gone. Or 1 wisp is gone, I'm sorry, and now it's important to deny the blight and cancel the ziggurat, and then Moon is ahead, but Happy knows exactly about this. That's why his ziggurat is in super defensive position, but you get in the middle and it's GG. I think we can cancel the ziggurat, is GG, but ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Happy is guarding this ziggurat very well, and look at this, how many red HP units are there. Orc Magi is the great friend of Mr. Moon, because this Orc Magi will attack the ziggurat at some point. Ladies and gentlemen, the situation is intensifying. What is going to happen now? Archers are here. Archers are looking for the last hit. Demon Hunter is 1 kill away from getting level 2, and level 2 will give him a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, is Happy close to getting level 2? Not really. We have 2 archers. There is no dust of appearance, and this ziggurat will finish, man. Mr. Moon gave up, but it's a late ziggurat, but it could be much better for Mighty Moon. It could be much better, and now Happy's healing with Ritual Dagger. Man, what a pressure!
A player's forces are under
what a pressure at this expansion. Demon Hunter is at red HP. He needs to heal. By the way, the counter expansion is almost ready. I missed that. So as you saw, Happy was super busy there, and because of that, expansion of Mr. Moon will finish. Happy did a misclick. Happy did a misclick, I think. Okay, it's okay. Happy made a misclick, he attacked the creeps. He lost like 100 HP. Expansion of Mr. Moon is looking good. Demon Hunter is ready. We need 1 skeleton to get level 2. Man, even Happy makes mistakes. Mamma mia. I will make a clip for it to later show it to the people that even Happy makes mistakes. But we need more mistakes. It was only 1 mistake. Okay, level 2 is here. That's nice. Defna is on level 1 without the aura, man. Okay, that's looking decent for Moon. Not gonna lie here. Expansion is late. The Rubian Tower is up, but nobody cares. Expansion is already going across. And Demon Hunter is chasing some ghouls. Body blocks. Body blocks by Mr. Moon. Very nice. And another ghoul bites the dust. We can heal the archers. It's a healthy army. Happy got level 2 finally, that's nice. And there is a 1 archer, probably will hide soon. Mr. Moon, we need to hide. I know it's a good idea. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, coil to greet the Demon Hunter, but the Tree of Life is in position. tech for Mr. Moon is 50 seconds away.
forces
Happy
are
is
under
not
attack.
taking just yet. He needs some extra acolytes. Death Knight killed the archer, but it means that Moon can creep very easily. He is Org Magic. Bam, bam, bam. Gloves of Haste, okay item, not great, not terrible. All of the permanent 2-level items are quite good. It's only 3 of them, and yes, Happy is crossing the map yet again. Mr. Moon needs to be ready for it. Happy is ready, he knows what's up. Expansion rooted, Demon is coming back, so those archers are not super out of position, and what Happy wants to do, he wants to kill Entangle Goldmine. Of course, clicking on the archer is a nice idea as well. Immolation is here. Happy is going to cycle his ghouls. If the ghoul gets red HP, the ghoul is pulling back.
Player's forces are under attack.
So far, only one cancellation. It's not the end of the world, but it's of course annoying, and the ghoul survives, right? So there is no problem here. But Naga is on the map now, so map control goes to Moon for some time. The map control belongs to the Night Elf. By the way, Eco Isles, what is characteristic about this map, that there is no Goblin Laboratory. It means that Night Elf needs to steal, has a lot of wisps. Because Goblin Shredder, usually Night Elves like to buy Goblin Shredder in Expo versus Expo situation versus Undead. Undead never goes for it, because Undead needs to have a lot of ghouls for Ghoul Frenzy and stuff like that. So yes, Mr. Moon economy is looking okay. He'll go for tier 3 soon. There is one who is being chased, but we are in the safety of the Night Elf base. And Naga, where is the Naga? Naga is still chasing some ghouls, and Happy is stuffing. He wants to surround the Naga, by the way. But Naga is also quite fast. I don't remember exactly how, but that was idea by Happy. And you know what? It didn't work. And so far, so good. Look at this. Moon is mining as well. And Moon is probably pressing the tier 3 button. He has like 40. Oh, the invisible Death Knight. Invisible Death Knight, ladies and gentlemen. Mamma mia. Mr. Moon knows. When you go for Invisible Death Knight, when you want your ghouls to be working at lumber, right? So you don't want to really fight your opponent with ghouls. And if you can't fight your opponent with ghouls, then your Death Knight becomes kind of useless. So why not to buy Invisible Potion and just follow your opponent for potential item stealing and, you know, some coil stealing. But this Death Knight is very low, and man, that's definitely a good game for Moon. Of course, Happy is the master of the late game, but so far he's just lurking, he's just watching his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, creeping in front of his eyes. And maybe Mr. Moon knows that. He saw Invisible Death Knight. He saw Invisible Death Knight. Happy got experience. The coil from invisibility, ladies and gentlemen. And he got level 3 with also, because the ghouls crept here, so that's perfect. Happy has enough lumber to press tier 3 button immediately. Happy didn't get the item, but he got experience, and that was very impressive. I love it. Again, I like Moon position here. Now the question is about the unit composition, because we are going to witness super giga late game of Night Elf versus Undead. So I wonder what kind of the late game is going to be. Moon can go for Bear Dryad, and that's about it. He can add a third hero, which usually is Totem, with All and True Shot. Why you need All Scout? In order to detect webbed, burrowed fiends. But ladies and gentlemen, we have our answer. It's not going to be about fiends in this game. Happy is going to the mighty gargoyles. So ladies and gentlemen, there is a hope to get mighty Frostworm in this game, believe it or not. Shop of Mr. Moon is almost ready. And Plasma Intelligence is on the ground. The two first gargoyles are here, and again there is no Goblin Laboratory. It means that lumber is pretty low on Moon, and he needs to keep his wisps alive. Demon Hunter can deal with gargoyles quite nicely with the Orb of Venom, but there is no Orb of Venom just yet. And yes, what is Happy going to do? Happy is going to creep with his Leech, and you know, those two gargoyles, they deal... They can be dealt with 2 Dryads, for example, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, the game is definitely open, even though I think Moon is a little bit ahead. He's creeping the big camp in the middle, and I'm most interested about Happy addition to those gargoyles, he's actually upgrading armor because, you know, he's not tier 3, so that's why he's upgrading armor. So he is going to make a huge gargoyle army, basically. And this third production building for Moon is going to be a long game full of dryads, I presume. There will be a lot of dryads. Naga of Moon is almost on level 3. Fort Lightning is pretty good versus gargoyles. They have low HP. And show me the boneyard, baby. Show me the boneyard. Show me the boneyard, baby. Let's go. Demon Hunter Immolation is not good versus Air. That's why Mr. Moon retrained already. +1 agility. Back to Warcraft. Chat needs to be furious. How dare you leave +1 agility on the ground. The gargoyles are here and they are chasing our pool wisps. But all things considered, Moon is doing well with the wisp. And guys, we are summoning the big blue dragon. Look at this boneyard. Look at this big blue dragon coming, ladies and gentlemen. Can't wait for that. Why we like boneyard so much? It's rare to see. It's like, you know, undead versus night elf specific. It's usually 1. 2 frostworms is like the maximum. Panda as a third hero for the night elf to basically have some big debuffs. And the question is, are we going to see a third base? Are we going to see the third base? Moon is sending a wisp there. Moon is banking on 50. Happy is banking on 50. Guys, buckle up. It's going to be a big late game. Very big late game. Invisible Demon Hunter is here, ladies and gentlemen. Naga with a Fog of Lightning. Dust of Appearance. Naga, where are you here? Naga is stuffing back. Is this Demon Hunter going? What is going on here? Happy scouting for potential expansion. Happy has 2-1 upgrades on his gargoyles. Upgrade number 3 is coming by, and yes, Happy is breaking the supply. Demon Hunter was visible for a moment, but now it's not visible. Maybe the Dust of Appearance ran out of something. Panda is on level 2. Panda needs level 3 during the combat. That would be the best. And Moon is scouting. He sees the boneyard. Are we going to play something else than dryads? Not really. The plan for Moon is to play mass dryads. The map is slowly turning into a StarCraft 2 map. The amount of creeps is going lower and lower. Panda will creep. Moon is making more and more Moonwells. He has Wellspring. Moon is trying to be as efficient as possible, and Mr. Moon had to use the big healing potion. I don't think he got the last hit. Definitely not from the tire tool, definitely not the item. So Moon was trying to do some action with Invisible Death Knight as well. You know, to do something like this, Invisible Death Knight was able to do. And Panda will get level 3, and we have Boots of Quel'Thalas. Amazing for the Demon Hunter. By the way, we have a triple Night Elf combination that is pretty rare, and also they have 3 different main stats. We have Naga, which is an intelligence hero, Demon Hunter, an agility hero, and Panda, the strength hero. So they have everything. Mr. Happy goes with the Alchemist. Why Alchemist? To heal the gargoyles. And the first big blue dragon is here. Happy with the 80 supply. Happy with the shop control. He has shop control, protection scroll, heal scroll as well. But hero levels of Mr. Moon are looking good. He has Moonwells. He has Moonwells. His base is quite big, and Happy wants to brawl. Happy is ready. By the way, notice there is 0 obsidian statues. There is 0 obsidian statues, ladies and gentlemen. Happy is not interested into them. By the way, if you are a very good undead player, you don't fight when, you know, the fight opportunity appears. You basically fight when you see a good opening. You need to be very patient. Remember that with Frostwave, you can punish your opponent well. And it's interesting, Alchemist by Happy. Moonwell, full of moon juice, goes down. One Dryad just died, and ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a big fight. Happy is going in, Happy is going in. He's going for the Naga. Now he is using Stone Form to dispel effect of Panda Breath of Fire. Frostworm is controlling heroes while Gargoyles are attacking Mighty Dryad. There is a big production in Mr. Moon base. The same for Happy. Both players are spending their resources nicely. Demon Hunter is providing a lot of damage. The same goes with Panda. Happy is interested into hero kill. For Lightning Alchemist, And Happy says, okay, I go back. Actually, Happy dropped a lot of in supply. 10 supply ahead Moon is, and he has Moonwell. While Happy is actually unsummoning Boneyard, and Happy is going to transition in anti-Dryad technology. He saw 0 bears. He saw 0 bears, and he's getting ready to punish the fact that there is no bears. He doesn't need more frostworms. He says, no more frostworms. Let's unsummon this building. Let's transition into double slaughterhouse. Is it going to be meat wagons? Is it going to be abominations? We'll see about that. Maybe both, and obsidian statues. Interesting. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the Warcraft 3 game depth is pretty deep. So we have a lot of unit, a lot of like unit compositions possible. Ghoul of Mr. Happy is constantly scouting for a potential expansion here. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is SaulApeMan, I'm Enabe. Let's go. This Yuatao Cup 4, a super fresh game of Happy and Mr. Moon. Two legends playing versus each other. We have double staff technology on the night of. And you may say, Saul, what do you do if you see double slaughterhouse, if you know? That's a good question, to be honest. I don't know what to do exactly. You probably add some bears. But I'm not really sure about that, like, to be honest. I don't know. Definitely we can break double slaughterhouse with mass dryads. And why Happy is going for destroyer form, even though there is no bears? I don't know. What you can dispel? I mean, you can dispel the Drunken Haze or something, but it's weird, ladies and gentlemen. I was expecting, Disease Cloud. Happy is not going for it just yet. Moon is ahead in supply, but Moon expansion got cancelled, and the map is almost empty. Happy is looking, poking for some weakness. Happy is poking for some weakness, ladies and gentlemen. He sent his ghouls, his flying ghouls, the gargoyles, to look for poor wisps. As you can see, the amount of lumber on Moon is very low. He has his wisp like hidden in between bases, and this one wisp just goes down. 3 to upgraded gargoyles are crazy. And look at Happy, he's attacking in 2 positions at the same time, and now he's working on this poor dryad. Happy will have to teleport out soon, maybe, we'll see about that, but look how annoying this undead style can be. That's the design of the style. Nobody's expanding in the north. Demon Hunter is keeping eye on the gargoyles. There is 1 green camp left, by the way. And that's about it. Happy has a shade, so he knows that he can't go back into the Night Elf expansion. He needs to pull back, ladies and gentlemen. Happy is still chasing the wisps. Moon has 350 lumber, and means he has a nice upgrade as well. Happy is stealing the creep camp, look. We are fighting in minute 19 for a creep camp, ladies and gentlemen, but the big part of it goes to Moon. But it was like very little experience to begin with. Happy again is looking for an opportunity. He's clicking on the wisps. Look how much value those gargoyles provide. Obsidian statues are regenerating mana nicely. 80 supply for Moon with 1500 gold saved, and only 77 supply with 700 gold saved by Happy. And he's producing meat wagons, so no abominations. Meat wagons. Why we make meat wagons? For 2 reasons. A, siege damage is amazing versus Dryad. Actually 3 reasons. B, they have very long range, so you can keep them behind heroes and still connect into Dryads. And the most important part, I think, they're amazing at spreading Disease Cloud, and Disease Cloud is a Dryad killer. So we are getting ready for this huge fight. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Happy has enough lumber for everything. Nobody's expanding in the north. The gargoyles are still there. Like late game undead versus night elf, when undead plays mass air, looks a little bit like a chess game. Who is going to move better on the chessboard? Double heal scroll for Happy, double heal scroll for the night elf. The problem, again, for Mr. Moon is that I don't know what kind of unit compositions he can go for. Maybe Mouthian Giants? But I'm not sure about this either. Definitely, like, mark my words, if Moon has mass Dryads, he will just die. Like, he can't fight versus double
Town
Slaughterhouse.
is under siege.
And actually, Happy's upgrading mid-wagon's damage, and it's also upgrading the ghoul damage. And Happy has so much lumber. Okay, Mr. Happy is working on the moon well. Demon Hunter is here. Demon Hunter is feeling very comfortable, burning mana of the Death Knight. The Night Elf army is chasing the ghouls, and there is a Tree of Life, by the way. That's why the Night Elf army is not there, because Tree of Life wants to root. There is a big step by Moon. Mr. Moon, if you want to keep this expansion alive, you need to break supply now. He's not breaking the supply, and he lost his demon. No! Mr. Moon wanted to be active around the map, and now, I don't know, it's a good idea. I mean, sometimes if you play too complex chess of a game, you can do a big, like, blunder or something. It happens, ladies and gentlemen, the big blunder. Happy repositioning. Mamma mia. One a little bit out of position, Demon Hunter. Okay, Mr. Moon, you need to break supply. Your Demon Hunter needs to come back. It's a good time for Happy to push. Take all of the ghouls. Happy's adding an abomination. Happy's adding a mid-wagon to existing already mid-wagon. So this expansion is dead. That's official, I think. This expansion is just dead. And where are the Dryads? Where are the Dryads? What is this? Mr. Moon had to deal with those gargoyles. And you know what's the best part? The gargoyles are now still laming. I'm still... Oh, the Frostworm, the Frostworm. Look at this damage. Look at the Dryads. Look at the Dryads. The Abomination is here with the Disease Cloud. Breath of Fire connect. Basically nothing. Gargoyles are here, but Demon Hunter got stabbed back. Wait a moment. Lich got level 4. Panda got level 4 as well. The question is, can those Dryads still do something here? Supply favors Happy. They both have so much gold. This doesn't have to be the last fight between them. And remember that we have crazy efficiency of the Moonwells, but I don't know if Moonwells are good enough versus Disease Cloud on Dryads. We'll see about that. The Gargoyle run by basically was able to get the Nag out of position, so Happy got another hero kill. But wait a moment. 85 supply for Happy, but Moon has 2,300 gold. Mr. Moon, you need to spend your gold. He's making more and more abominations. So what do we do now? Are we producing bears? Like, Moon is not producing. I don't understand. Why are we not producing, Mr. Moon? You need to produce now. Like, this is the most important moment in this game, because Happy is claiming the expo in the north. He has 92 supply. I do agree with Mr. Happy Game Sense so much. Moon is making mass Dryads still. Happy knows exactly where Moon is. Is Naga in the altar? Yes, for 4 more seconds. But it's 98 supply for Happy with some crazy upgrades. And Happy is healing and repairing and mana regenerating, I presume. Or maybe he will soon mana regenerate. Like, he's making this anti-Dryad army. Mr. Moon Demon Hunter. Without any invul, man. There is 0 invuls on the Night Elf. And Happy has 4 invuls! 2 on the Death Knight, 1 on the Legion. Happy has 4 invuls, man. That's crazy. Happy has 4 invuls! Happy stole all of the invuls, man. All of them. Mamma mia. Mamma mia, ladies and gentlemen. And Happy's like, I have 100 supply, literally. Okay, level 5. Is he going for the Aura or Coil? It's Coil, okay. Like, Happy will just break this. Like, in my opinion, there is no way that Moon will hold this. There is no way. Moon is misreading this game. Okay, now he's breaking the supply, but Happy's about to start mining from the middle. And Happy doesn't need to commit, right? He can just spread the Disease Cloud. And thank you, Mr. Death Note, for the raid. Thank you, everybody. Guys, we are watching a 5D chess puzzle between Moon and Happy. And let me tell you, today we have a very strong Happy. Very strong Happy. Mr. Moon had a nice start, but then Like, what do you do versus this? So, Happy started with Mass Air, and Moon responded with Mass Dryads. And then Happy saw Mass Dryads, and he's playing Mass Mid-Wagons, and Moon is playing like Mass Dryads still. So, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, Mr. Happy should be able to just destroy here. We'll see about this. This one Frozer that was made like 10 minutes ago, it's still here. And the Mid-Wagon damage is adding up. Night Elf has strong heroes, remember about that. They have a lot of mana. Speaking of mana, there is still mana present on Mr. Undead, but not for long. Demon Hunter is making sure to remove the mana. Well, 89 supply for Happy, 59 supply for Moon. Moon is producing a lot of bears. But ladies and gentlemen, Demon Hunter is going to die. And Lich got level 5. GG is called. And ladies and gentlemen, 2-0 for Happy. Mr. Moon, you need something different. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is SaulApeMan, I'm an Ape, it's game number 3, and let me tell you one thing, Mr. Moon is scared. Look at his Ancient of War positioning, he's afraid of Ghoul Pool that Happy sometimes does on this map, we are on Hammerfall, and that's why Mr. Moon made his Ancient of War far away from the Makrura. Usually you want to have it close to the Makrura, but he's afraid that Happy will move his ghoul across the map, and Happy didn't do it. So, in the early game, in minute number 1, Happy is already ahead. That's the effect of the mind games. Of course, it's not the end of the world, and are we going to see a standard game? It looks like it. Demon Hunter Archer opener for Moon, and it's going to be Death Knight Ghoul opener for Mighty Happy. Nothing crazy so far. One Wisp is going to scout now. And remember, in game number 2 on Eco Isles, Mr. Happy almost got his Ziggurat cancelled. Moon was that close to doing a lot of good stuff there, so maybe he will do even better pressure, and it will give him some upper hand. Because let me tell you, we got a very strong Happy today. Very, 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 very strong Happy. Mamma mia. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is SaulApeMan, I'm an Ape, and there is an acolyte of Mr. Happy pulling this poor camp. Oh no, the Ancient of War is idle. The Ancient of War is idle. What is this acolyte pull does? You force the enemy creeps to attack you, and because of that, Ancient of War is uprooted longer. It's attacking less, and you know, if you creep slower, then your second archer is late, third archer is late, and all of stuff like that. Ladies and gentlemen, what is Happy doing? And Happy is not expanding. This is interesting. Moon is expecting the expo, but it's not what is happening. Oh, Mr. Moon, there is no expansion. Happy is going to play similarly to map number 1, so he'll try to creep a lot. And let me tell you, if Moon knew, he'd probably get the turtle, but now he needs to fight level 1 versus level 1, and it's looking better and better for Happy. Now Happy will celebrate his tech, because Happy will tech now, with some Makrura creeping, I presume. Are we going to creep the mighty Makrura? We'll see about that. The answer is yes. Look at this Makrura Snapper. That's my favorite monster in Warcraft 3 universe. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome everybody. Makrura for you. My name is SaulApeMan, I'm an Ape. Let's go. Creeping continues. Creeping continues. Moon has almost no experience. Look at this. Happy's creeping without his hero present, but the ghouls are doing a-okay. Happy got level 2. Happy's keeping eye on Mr. Moon, and it's usually the opposite. It's usually like Demon Hunter keeping eye on Undead, but Happy's breaking every rule on this matchup, man. And Happy is like, I'm more than satisfied to be here, and Moon is like, Mamma mia, this guy got Makrura already. Yeah. And remember, Night Elf can't really get last hits well, so, you know, versus Coil. So Happy's just waiting, he's just waiting for this opportunity. Item is on the ground, there is no backpack, but who cares? And we have a very satisfied Happy, he has full mana, he's not even coiling. And there are 4 archers for Moon, so he will creep nicely, but Happy is constantly on him. And he's just waiting for Moon to start creeping. Nothing extraordinary. Happy lumber economy looks
player's
good.
forces are
Mr.
under
Moon
attack.
is moving his Ancient of War in the good direction. And now, Moon wanted to go to the store, but maybe it's going to be the first mistake by Happy. We'll see about that. There's Immolation and Demon Hunter. It's all about getting the turtle experience, but one ghoul has fallen. And what about another one? Is Happy? Oh, Happy had to deny the ghoul and coil another one. Ritual Dagger healing is not important. It was more about keeping Demon Hunter on level 1. And man, Happy thought that Moon will actually go to the shop to buy items, but Moon immediately turned back. And it was costly for Happy. I'm not saying that Moon is back. He's still behind in experience. But that's the first spark of some nice moves here. And look at this. Happy grabbed this remotely, and Moon stole the item. Moon stole the item. He stole Claws +5. Wait a moment. Moon knew that there was item on the ground here. That's nice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, they are scouting everything. Happy knows where the Moon army is. Is Happy going to starve there? Not really. He bought Boots of Speed. It means Naga yet again for the undead. Oh, look at this. Happy's already in the middle of the map. He wants to pressure, I presume, or maybe creep something. No, it's probably more about the pressure. Boots of Speed are expensive. Naga is getting the greeting items as well. And speaking about this, Mr. Happy is ready to start coiling. Is he going to try to snipe the Naga? We'll see about that. Demon Hunter has 2.0 experience. That's not that much. Happy just surrounded the full mana Naga. Not like this. Demon Hunter to the rescue. The supply is broken. Naga is surviving. This Naga needs to die. Happy was too late. Naga is full mana, full HP. Wait a moment. Mr. Happy, are you too greedy? Happy needs to pull back. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Okay, that was very close to breaking Mr. Moon, but Moon survived. What's now? What's now, ladies and gentlemen? Happy versus Moon, the battle between two legends.
A player's forces are under attack.
Is here. Tier 3 for both players is of course going up, and now Happy gets creep dug, and one of his ghouls is in trouble, and the ghoul goes down. Man, Happy with those aggressive, cheeky mid-game aggression, but Mr. Moon looks like he's not really impressed with it. Not that impressed with it, ladies and gentlemen. He's like, okay, I'm going to creep drag you, I'm going to survive, of course, but barely, but still I'm surviving. Now 2 Dryads will help a lot to the Night Elf in the mid-game. That's why Undeads, they need to make some fiends, and Happy's already producing the creep fiends that I counter 2 Dryads, basically. Happy mana is very low. Ancient of War of Moon is not moving into the creeping direction, and they are just staying in the middle of the map. This game looks the best for Moon so far. Of course, Moon can't be greedy as well, and he's actually greedy. Moon is going for the item, the same for Happy, but Happy needs to work a little bit harder for it. Wand of Mana stealing is here. Demon Hunter and 1 Dryad are crossing the map. Of course, Dryad can't be ensnared. No! The last hit. Last hit for Moon! Moon got the last hit, guys! Moon got the last hit. It was Demon or Dryad. It was a Dryad got the last hit here. This Demon Hunter will be level 3 soon, and Mr. Happy has no experience on his Naga. Have you seen that? Oh, this Naga is a hero. This Naga deserves a medal, ladies and gentlemen. And Moon is creeping. Of course, the game is still open because we have Happy here, but the supply lead for the Night Elf. And look how well Mr. Moon is creeping. He will get level 3 soon. And Happy is so sad. His Naga has literally 16 experience. Let me tell you that idea for how this game is going to look like. It's completely different, and we got a desync, guys, but I will edit it out, and we are going to cast this. And gentlemen, so we are a guest on Mr. Flystream. Don't worry. So Moon, of course, it's the same game. So sorry about that. It's the best game for Moon. It sometimes happens. So yes, it's Mr. Flystream. And Happy and Moon, they are creeping. As we can see, Lich is already out with Orb of Corruption, because the game is not looking good for Happy. That's why Happy decided to expand, but Moon is expanding as well. So there is no this timing that can break the Night Elf, and everything looks good. We are watching Mr. Fly. Mr. Wolf is in the lobby and he's typing something in the lobby. It is like organizer. Shadow, of course, to all of the players around. And yes, sorry about this, but sometimes it happens like that. Is we are in the same game and it's nobody's fault, just this observer mode sometimes bugs out on some servers. That's okay. Let's talk a little bit about hero levels. Demon Hunter and Naga of Mr. Moon on level 4 almost. And for Happy, he's getting slowly his second and third hero to level 3. So I like Happy hero level situation. What about the supply? 50 supply versus 50 supply. Nobody has a big bank. Items on Demon Hunter. Look at this Invul and Health Stone. That's amazing. We have double staff technology as we speak. 1 mana burn wasted on a fake illusion, but that's okay. And ladies and gentlemen, they are both going to start mining from 2 bases, so the game is more than open. And who is ahead? I don't know. I think it's looking quite even. Moon is about to creep maybe the orange camp on the left. We'll see about that. That would give him a lot, actually. Remember that the biggest power spike you can get is level 5-5. And yes, Moon can clear this rogue golem camp here with his Naga, I guess. Demon Hunter is going to the bottom. I'm not observing the game, but there is a fight over the red camp on the bottom. Is there an item there? There is an item. So ladies and gentlemen, we are going to witness a fight. Happy got item and experience, but is it going to be expensive for him? I see the dying ghouls. We have 2 dead ghouls, Coil Nova, to greet the Naga of Moon. Naga of Moon needs to be careful. Naga of Moon is teleporting out. And ladies and gentlemen, who won this fight? Supply lead for Happy, but just a little bit. But what is the most important? Happy really needs this experience. He needs to get Lich level 3 and Naga level 3 for a big, power spike. But Moon has Moonwells. On this actually observer overlay that Mr. Fly is using, we see upgrades in top left and top right corner, and I don't see Wellspring upgrade just yet. And Mr. Bubble B Tuna is asking about those elemental looking monsters on the bottom left, and no, you can. I mean, he's asking, can you dispel them as you can dispel water elementals? No. Of course, if a creep unit, like a monster, can summon units, like I don't know which monster summon units. It's not that often to see in 1v1 monsters like that, but there is a Makura that can summon other Makuras, for example. And there is this like Nerubian web spinner that can summon skeletons. Those you can dispel. But those enraged water elementals are a normal monster. That's normal monster. Mr. Moon is retraining to get evasion. He wants his Demon Hunter to be more tanky. Moon is making 3 Dryads at the same time, so he has triple Ancient of Lore production building. And ladies and gentlemen, 68 supply for Moon, 63 supply for Happy, and we are both turtling. Happy's adding 1 Abomination, 1 Fiend. He has 91 Lumber, Happy, I'm talking about, so he still needs more for the Disease Cloud. And to be honest, I don't know what to do now. Probably depends on Mr. Moon, Moon Juice situation. If you have full Moonwells during the night, he wants to fight, to not overflow them. And it looks like Moon is getting ready for a fight. Of course, you don't want to fight in the undead base, on a Blight, under the Nerubian Towers. Nerubian Towers, they can slow you down quite big, quite hard. This spell works on summoned units, yes, but those creeps, those big water elementals are just monsters. And they called enraged water elementals. They are reef elementals, but yes, they look like you could dispel them. Okay, Mr. Moon is going in. Level 4 is 4, and ladies and gentlemen, it's going to happen now. My name is SaulApeMan, and we have a big fight. There's a lot of destroyers in the air. Abomination doesn't have Disease Cloud just yet, but Moon is pressuring Coil to keep a Fiend alive, but those Fiends are quite exposed to bears. Destroyers are getting lower and lower. Supplies, even though, remember that undead heroes levels are in general a little bit better because you don't care about level 4 hero as much about level 5, but Naga on Mr. Moon is almost at level 5, but she needs mana. She needs mana for this Grande Fork Lightning. Both players are leveling up quite hard, but we fought in the undead territory, and Lou, you see what happens when you fight in the undead territory, ladies and gentlemen. There are body blocks on the Naga. There is TP on Demon Hunter. He probably gave TP to the Naga. Naga will teleport out soon, I presume. But yes, it's an okay. There was some healing on the Naga. The Drads are coming back, but TP will be. I think Mr. Moon gave up. Mr. Moon gave up mentally. He had TP on the Naga, but he's like undead imba. Undead imba. Ladies and gentlemen, can we agree on one thing, that we had a lot of time to use TP on the Naga? It's level 5. It's level 5. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. Mr. Moon. He has 1,100 moon juice in his moon wells. He has Naga in the altar for 67 seconds. 6-7, ladies and gentlemen, for the younger audience. That was the saddest 6-7 meme ever. And guys, yes. Happy versus Moon continues. My name is SaulApeMan, I'm an ape. And, you know, the game was even. Maybe Nidelf could think about going for a third base. Maybe Nidelf could think about going for Druid of the Talon. Mr. Moon decided to attack. Remember that we don't have a full... Moon doesn't have a full information. There is no more information, ladies and gentlemen. There is no more information. Let's go. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. My name is SaulApe and I'm an ape. And what is going to happen now? Naga is almost back. Is Happy... Oh, Happy is going for Banshees, guys. I see in the production tab we have Banshee Adept training. So Happy wants to make sure that he will just seal the deal. Why Banshees are good versus Nidelf? For 3 reasons, actually. Reason number 1, if Nidelf makes bears, you can possess bears. Of course, there is stuff of preservation, but, you know, there are limits. Also, anti-magic shell is pretty good, you know, to mitigate damage on fiends and heroes and abominations from the Naga. Of course, you can use anti-magic shield on mechanical units, but Naga for lightning doesn't work. Yes, you can staff bears, but you know, you need to staff heroes as well, and there's a lot of benches. You can play around the staff. Moon has only 1 staff. But yes, definitely. And curse! Believe it or not, a lot of curse, ladies and gentlemen, is an issue. Is an issue, the curse, at some point. And usually Nidelf goes MGs, if you know about that. But Moon doesn't know. Moon has 10... In order to go MGs, you need to have like 400 lumber. You need to have like 400 lumber prepared for like double MG upgrade, resistance skin and hardened skin. And man, I digress. Okay, Moon is at 80 supply. So Moon is popping the same units that he has prepared, and Happy is spending time on a tech switch. So I like this window of opportunity for Moon. If Moon can take a good fight before Banshee timing, maybe he can win. But remember, in order to take a good fight like that, he needs to go into his opponent's base. And again, he needs to fight on Blight that gives extra regen to the undead. He needs to fight away from his Moonwells, and he needs to fight under the slow frost attack of the tower. So, ladies and gentlemen, my name is SaulApe and I'm an ape, and let's go. What is going to happen now? What is going to happen now, ladies and gentlemen? We have Banshee Master ability. So, you know, the pairs are not safe. I'm not saying that we are going to see mass possession. We need to manage the Banshee mana nicely. Sorry for no game audio, but again, we are watching on Mr. Fly stream and he's cast in Chinese. So that's why we have no game audio. I like that Moon is pushing, and ladies and gentlemen, can he do it? Moon with amazing micro. Naga has stuff that is probably reserved for the Demon Hunter. We'll see about that. I don't see any Banshees big impact for now. Moon is hitting a nice timing. Happy is a little bit squeezed in his expansion. 68 supply for Moon, 81 supply of Happy. I don't see this 81 supply of Happy. Where is it? We'll see about that. Ladies and gentlemen, Lich of Mr. Happy is in trouble. Maybe it's in Destroyers. We doesn't have enough to kill the Dryads. Maybe that's the problem. If you can't kill the Dryads, kill the heroes. And that's what is happening. Naga of Mr. Moon needs to teleport out. And supply after this exchange looks even. Not bad, and Happy knows to produce more Fiends and more Abominations to deal with the Dryads. And he's producing a lot of Banshees. And ladies and gentlemen, look at the man, having this production tab is so amazing. On the bottom left, you see Resistant Skin and Hardened Skin. Those two MG upgrades that I mentioned. 2000 gold on Moon, and he is switching into those magnificent MGs. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a super giga late game. I remember when I used to complain that now Happy should switch now into Necromancers. In my opinion, I was wrong. I thought that if you switch to Necromancers, you counter MGs, but remember, you deal with Dryads and then you curse entire Night Elf army. And curse Mountain Giants, they don't deal much damage and you just ignore them. And you also have curse on heroes, and curse of Banshees mitigates the damage a lot, right? It lowers the damage, average damage, because it gives you, it makes the curse target to miss 33% chance of the time. So I like this math Banshee, and I think it's going to be, a lot of Banshees, a lot of Fiends to deal with the Dryads, 1-2 Abominations, 1-2 Mid-Wagon, and some Obsidian statues for Regen, and Happy is cool as cucumber. And yes, Dryads lose also the attack when they dispel, and it's hard to heal Dryads when they have no mana. Mr. Moon decided to expand, 79 supply versus 79 supply. We have a lot of resources on both, ladies and gentlemen. What is going to happen now? Mr. Moon has 1,100 Moon Juice. Because this observer overlay is telling us 1.2 thousand Moon Juice now. We have 2-2 upgrades versus 3-1 upgrades for Happy. Ladies and gentlemen, the situation is intensifying. What is going to happen now? Level 5 on Demon Hunter almost. And it's going to be nice mana burn, but we are not, as Mr. Grabby says, in Demon Hunter level 6 waiting room. Oh no, it's a far, far away from that. Moon decided to plant his expo. He's at 80 supply with third attack upgrade in the queue and third armor upgrade already done. Ladies and gentlemen, Undead has a lot. What is going to happen now, ladies and gentlemen? What is going to happen now? Mr. Moon army is there. Okay, if I would Happy, I would break the supply and push the Night of Expo, and I think that's what is happening. I think that's what is happening, that Mr. Happy is preparing for the big push. He has a 69 supply. And yes, we need to somehow keep the Night Elf heroes alive. But remember, there is a lot of Moon Juice. 2,300 Moon Juice on the Night Elf. And Mr. Moon is breaking the supply. Guys, buckle up. Buckle up. It's going to be a big fight. It's going to be a big fight, ladies and gentlemen. Buckle up, everybody. Mana Burn is here on one of the statues. Buckle up, guys. My name is SaulApe and I'm an Ape. Let's go. What is going to happen now? What is going to happen now? Demon Hunter and Naga together. MGs, they use the War Club ability, so they have siege damage. Siege damage is better versus Banshees. But normal damage, that is a default damage, is good versus Fiends. And ladies and gentlemen, 89 supply of Happy versus literally 1000 supply of Mr. Moon. Ladies and gentlemen, look at these cars. These cars is everywhere. We don't have a mid-wagon. I'm missing one mid-wagon here. Abominations are in front. Demon survives, I think. Demon, yes, it's alive. It's coming back soon. Ladies and gentlemen, what's going to happen now? My name is SaulApeMan, I'm an ape. Mr. Moon is pulling back anti-magic potions on everything. It stops Dryad damage, and it stops the Fork of Lightning damage. I don't know about Orb of Venom, maybe. I don't actually know. We'll see about that. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is SaulApeMan, I'm an ape. Let's go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, what's going to happen now? What is going to happen now? 89 supply for Happy, and he's still going in, but slowly Mr. Happy Abomination is dying, and Mr. Happy Mana is not looking good. Moon is maining from 3 bases, Fork Lightning connected nicely. Finally, level 5 on the Imba Hunter. MGs are here, and MGs, they are great tanks, the best tanks in the Warcraft 3 universe. And ladies and gentlemen, what's going to happen now? Why Mr. Moon Tree of Life is in this weird position in the middle? I don't know, but it looks quite funny. Happy is not expanding, but Happy is losing the supply. Looks like Mr. Moon is doing this. Looks like Mr. Moon is doing this, ladies and gentlemen. What's going to happen now? My name is SaulApeMan, I'm an ape. Let's go! Is Mr. Moon doing this? Yes! Happy has to TP out. Happy is making a third base. Happy basically gave up with this push. Mr. Moon strong, ladies and gentlemen. Now the question is, how do you heal those units? And that's a good question. You have no bears with Riju. There is one bear, I'm sorry, but with quite low mana. So how do you heal those units? With a heal scroll, of course. So yes, now is a good moment to sell clothes +5, as Twitch chat mentioned. Yes, we sold the clothes to exchange it for the healing scroll. And ladies and gentlemen, my name is SaulApeMan, I'm an ape. Let's go. Okay. What's now? What's now, ladies and gentlemen? Mr. Happy is like, those freaking rocks. Those freaking walking rocks. Those freaking MGs. They're so strong. Can't break them. Mr. Moon has so many moon wells. He has a lot of moon juice. And yes, even though there was a disease cloud, look at Moon. Moon knows that he's mining from 2 bases. Moon knows that he can push, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of armor indeed on those MGs. But look at Happy. His army is regenerating nicely, and Happy needs to hold to his expansion. This time we are not fighting in the Night Elf territory. We are fighting nearby the Undead base. Not on Blight yet, but soon. Because the Haunted Golem is almost ready. Ladies and gentlemen, start the fight. Coil Nova to greet the Imba Hunter. Imba Hunter has Invul, but there is no Riju because we don't have bears. The Demon Hunter, survives for now. Naga has level 5. Again, we can use a lot of Fork Lightning. Demon Hunter is doing what Demon Hunter should do, mana burning. Now it's time for Demon Hunter to heal. MGs, they are tanking so much damage. 91 supply for Moon. And those MGs are alive and well. Where is the Demon Hunter? Demon Hunter needs to heal probably. He got Riju for a good luck and he'll staff back soon. Happy is about to start mining. He has a little bit of blight. Demon Hunter is coming back and Happy says GG and it's official. Mr. Moon got a win. It's 2-1. Let's go. My name is SaulApeMan, I'm an ape, and we have game number 4. This time we are back in the Flow TV business, ladies and gentlemen. So hopefully we are not going to disconnect, but if we do, I have of course an option to watch on other streams, so there is no problem. Ladies and gentlemen, Happy on the bottom left, and in the previous game, Mr. Moon proved that he's not afraid of the late game of Happy, and that he was ready to adjust to mighty Banshees. Very efficient game by Moon, but it's a different game. And what I noticed is that we may have expansion on the kobolds, which is crazy. Happy is making extra Acolyte, even though he has Acolyte number 6/Scouting Acolyte. He wants one more, and he will unsummon his altar, ladies and gentlemen. And why unsummoning the altar is important, because look at this, Happy took 4 ghouls with him, and he's going to expand on the kobolds. That's crazy. Moon should go there already, but Mr. Moon doesn't know. Do you know these songs Scotty doesn't know from like Eurotrip? And Happy will just expand, man, without any pressure. Without any pressure, Moon is so late! When was the last time you were late in something important in real life, ladies and gentlemen? It feels like that. Mr. Moon is so late, man. Mr. Moon could punish Happy so hard. This camp is so big. And even the Wisp goes down, and Mr. Moon is here, but it's going to be level 2 for Happy. And like, that looks tough. Of course, Mr. Moon knows what's up. Moon is counter-expanding as we speak, but man, having Ziggurat up that early, having Blight, 0 like experience stolen, and Mr. Happy is like, I'm not even expanding just yet. I know that you are probably counter-expanding, Mr. Moon, and I'm going to chop your Tree of Life. I'm going to chop your Tree of Life. Of course, Mr. Happy, look at this. Even though he can expand soon, you know, he doesn't have enough lumber just yet. Staff of Teleportation of Mr. Moon versus, because Moon wants to keep this expansion alive. Speaking of expansions, Undead is expanding. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Poor Raccoon goes down to Immolation area of effect. There is a lot of mana on Mr. Happy, and one ghoul has fallen. That was an important ghoul, but we are responding with sniping an archer. Oh, this is bad. Actually, Happy lost ghouls faster than I thought. Mamma mia, so expansion will survive for the Night Elf. Overall, ladies and gentlemen, with those 2 ghoul snipes and with expansion surviving, SaulApeMan verdict is the game is open. It's still open. And thank you, Mr. Jonao, for the sub. Again, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is SaulApeMan, I'm an ape, and Mr. Happy splitting his skeletons nicely to pressure the lumber a little bit. Moon, with Boots of Speed, is chasing one ghoul, which is also good, so this is a pure mayhem, ladies and gentlemen, and that's what I like in Warcraft 3, of course. Players are active on multiple screens, and there is action everywhere. I like it. My name is SaulApeMan, I'm an ape, let's go. So what is going to happen now, ladies and gentlemen? That's my question. What is going to happen is actually easy to answer. Moon will try to expand, and Happy will bring his ghouls, and he will cross the map, and he will try to slow down the Night Elf expansion by creepjacking, then cancelling Entangle, Gold Mine, and so on. But yes, Happy is about to start mining in 5 seconds. He's already 5 acolytes, and look at his tech timing is not that bad. Of course, Moon is taking faster, but that's completely natural. We have Dazzle of Appearance and Circlet on Mighty Death Knight. Demon Hunter is not going to get level 3 just yet. Archers, they need to be careful. Tree of Life is not really, doesn't really care about piercing damage that much, and Happy is going in for those archers, but there is a lot of archers on Moon. I kinda like it, and yes, he's playing a very heavy game that is going to lead him to the late game, hopefully. Dazzle of Appearance use, 1 ghoul for 1 archer. Look at this. On this level, they trade evenly. We are surrounded by the Moonwells. That's pretty nice. There is no skeletons, so there is nothing to dispel. And again, this Tree of Life is like chilling. Look at this. This damage of Forest Troll Trappers is actually tickles, and one Forest Troll Trapper basically fell asleep while trying to... He's like, we can't kill this tree. We can't kill this tree. I just go back to sleeping. Demon Hunter, ladies and gentlemen, is chasing, and yeah, I mean there is this regen, but yes, there is of course now Death Knight with some ghouls here. So the Wisps needs to be careful. The Entangled Goldmine needs a little bit extra time. Demon Hunter is looking for some red HP ghouls, and can Death Knight survive? Yes, probably. Death Knight is under Cold Arrow effect. There is not enough. There is no Dryad, you know. It's of course too early for the Dryad, but I just mean that the Death Knight is safe and sound. And finally, the Trolls are under control. They were able to ensnare one Wisp, maybe, or maybe the projectile was stopped by the Entangled Goldmine. So I would say, ladies and gentlemen, the game is open. Moon feels confident enough to creep Flute Flinger here, so he'll get closer to level 3 and get permanent item level 1. Happy, but is it Invisible Death Knight? Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, Invisible Death Knight is in my dreams. Invisible Death Knight is going to steal some item, hopefully, from the Night Elf. So again, if you want to tech quickly, if you need a lot of lumber, you send your ghouls for a break, you send them to your base, you find the Night Elf army, and you just say, hello Night Elf, I want to steal experience and I want to steal the item. What Happy is going to do? And he stole both, of course, and he just runs away. Invisible potion for close of attack and experience denied from the opponent. I think it was worth it. And look at those hard-working ghouls. Happy was able to press tier 3 button quickly. Happy is able to make double slaughterhouse, I presume. And ladies and gentlemen, that's an example. Come on, double slaughterhouse to show the viewers. Yes, we have double. And that's why we like Invisible Death Knight and Happy with the coil. He gets level 3. He doesn't need invisibility. He's just that good. Mamma mia. This is masterclass. This is masterclass. I love it. This is a masterclass, guys. This is a masterclass. I'm not saying that Happy is winning this game, but he kinda is. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, Lich is out. And it's still Invisible Death Knight round 2. Don't tell me. Guys, Invisible Death Knight round 2. Happy wasn't enough in the same game. Let me tell you, Mr. Moon will have nightmares. Moon will have nightmares. Coil. And this time Happy missed. He didn't get experience. And no, he got the experience, but he didn't get the item. I'm sorry, Mr. Happy, I'm sorry. He got the experience anyway. But man, Mr. Moon is feeling like in the horror movie in this game, lol. Mamma mia, I thought that he missed this, but no. Happy got the Enraged Wildkin. Yeah, Happy got the Enraged Wildkin. Demon Hunter is, the Death Knight is stuffing away. And what Undead is doing? Undead is getting ready for the late game. Undead is clipping his Lich. Undead will get Ghoul Frenzy. Undead will get Destroyer form. Undead will bite the Naga. And Undead will push first. Of course, economy of Mr. Happy is still developing. I mean, the supply of Mr. Happy is still growing. But man, Happy, I think he can just construct the timing. Can just construct the timing. 60 supply for Happy, 44 supply for Moon. Why there is a Hypogryph? He's playing Talos? Oh, this is not good, Moon. Moon is getting ready for some late game mass destroyer counter. Why do you play Talos? This is crazy. He's playing Bear Talos. If you show me this print screen, I would say there is no AIDS Moon. There is no AIDS Moon, or Undead has like 5 destroyers that he has already morphed. Where are the Dryads? It's one Dryad. Guys, this is creative. This is something different. Guys, this is weird. So, Druid of the Talon in the Talon form are amazing versus destroyers, right? We know that. We know that much. And, you know, what if Undead doesn't morph too many destroyers? You may say, then Saul, I will go for Master Training. Are we going for the Master Training? Mr. Moon, show me. Is it Master Training? We'll have too much anti-air. I mean, I like Talons. I have nothing against Talons, but why? He's not going for the Master. I mean, I know that's low on wood, but, like, Happy will push him. Like, Happy is getting ready for the push, I hope. Actually, no, Happy is going to creep entire map. I think that Mr. Moon... Okay. I thought that Happy will push. I read this game wrong, but I think also it works well for Moon. That he gets this extra time. And he's not going for the Master Training just yet. They're just creeping. Okay, guys, that's an exciting game, if I ever saw one. Mamma mia. That was an exciting game if I ever saw one. Let's go. Okay, creeping this Granite Golem is not that easy. You can't even creep him with your Druid of the Talon. What was the item? Captain America mask. That's the best item for the Imba Hunter. Demon Hunters, they love it. And he's creeping, and we are adding Banshees. Okay, so what happens when there is a lot of Druid of the Talon? I mean, we are going to see Cyclone. You have to make Cyclone. There is no Cyclone! There is no Cyclone, guys! Even if there is wood now. Those Druid of the Talons are just anti-air, and if I were happy, I would just never morph a single destroyer. I would just buy Wand of Negation. Because Banshees, they don't care about Druid of the Talon. I don't know, man. Weird game, and I like weird games. Who is winning? You know who is ahead in supply. That's Mr. Moon with 72 supply versus 59 supply of Mr. Happy. But Happy, is spending his resources on double Temple of the Damned, so Mr. Happy believes in Banshees. He believes in Banshees. By the way, is it worth it to go for a Fairy Dragon versus Banshees? I don't know. In theory, probably. There is no orange camps left. There are 2 green camps present on the map. And ladies and gentlemen, my name is SaulApe and I'm an ape. Let's go! Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. My name is SaulApeMan and I'm an ape. Let's go. Who is stronger in the late game, Undead or Night Elf? Hard to say, but ladies and gentlemen, depends on the unit composition, and this unit composition of Mr. Moon, that shouldn't work, it works pretty well. I'm super surprised. There is only 1 destroyer in the air. And Happy is getting squeezed in his base. He's 10 supply behind, but man, he has amazing position. He has amazing position, Mr. Happy. I'm talking about Destroyer in the back. Heroes, they are very safe, and Druid of the Talons are dying. Banshees are appearing, and you know that those Banshees, they can carry games. We'll see about that. Mr. Moon is pushing. There is no another expansion. Wand of Negation, it's very important to dispel Riju. If you don't have Destroyers, you need to dispel Riju with Wand of Negation. Demon Hunter has Invul. Demon Hunter survived. There is Invul as well on the Naga. We have Invul versus Invul duel. Ladies and gentlemen, the fight is intensifying. Riju on the Demon Hunter. Dispelled with Wand of Negation, and Demon Hunter has fallen. Even though there was TP on the Naga, Staff on the Naga was ready, and Mr. Moon made a blunder. Or maybe it wasn't a blunder. Maybe Mr. Moon seized the opportunity to finish Mr. Happy anti-magic shell on the Naga. Oh no, and 1 bear, I mean on the Naga, yes, and 1 bear is blocked here, and look at this anti-shell on the Naga. It looks like he's wearing an anti-magic hat. Mamma mia, what an exchange! I think Mr. Moon is not happy about this exchange, man. He lost his Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter is in the altar. Moon has enough lumber for the Tavern revive, but he's just going to be patient. And man, this serious. This serious. Crazy. Okay, he actually rebought Demon Hunter via Tavern. He has not that much Moon Juice to work with. And there is no Wellspring in a 15-minute long game. Come on! No Wellspring in the 15-minute long game, why? Come on! Okay guys, what's now? I was like, okay, I'm going to cast this series, it's going to be a very short series. Like, easy 3-0 for Happy, probably, and Moon is like, no, Soul! No, Soul! I have 72 supply, and I'm going head-to-head with Happy Soul. And it's very cool to cast something not from the replay, because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm not casting from the replay. We are literally live. Look at this. Show me the delay. We are going to have like -5 seconds. Man, if the game gets longer, this Flow TV has like some slowing down technology, but that's okay. I just want to get this nice pop-up that we are alive with -5 seconds delay or something, but that's alright. Ladies and gentlemen, we are adding MGs. Again, remember on what happened on Echo Isles. There was this MG tech switch that was pretty good for Moon, and he had the upper hand. Happy has 2000 gold, so he doesn't want to fight. He has a lot of production buildings. And we have minus 27 seconds delay, guys. Minus 27 delays, and so Warcraft champion is so good that you can be in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, Happy doesn't want to fight here. You can't fight here, Happy. You have 2,300 gold. And ladies and gentlemen, what's going to happen now? My name is SaulApeMan, I'm a name, and Happy actually morphs a bear. Happy has bear on master ability. Mr. Moon is fighting with 70 supply versus 45 supply, and he's losing what? Happy is just ignoring the MGs. I don't know what is going on. Why Happy is fighting here? Naga has fallen. Happy has such a big supply difference. He's going for the Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter. I can't believe it. Happy still has supply lead. Moon has no hero on the battlefield, and Naga has fallen, but experience goes to nobody because Moon has no heroes. Now he's getting his heroes back, but the same goes. Everybody is reviving the hero. Happy made a blunder. Happy lost the Naga. The chaos. Mamma mia, ladies and gentlemen, what happened here? This is... Man, I'm so glad that I'm casting this series. This is so weird. Happy has one lumber. Happy has one lumber, ladies and gentlemen. This fight was crazy. Mamma mia. Okay, what is going to happen now? Like, Moon has Moon Juice. I mean, not really. But Moon is producing nicely. Moon is ahead. Nobody has a third base. Now Happy knows about this third base attempt. The bear of Mr. Happy that got possessed, I mean, disappeared. So, sadly, no bears available. 61 supply versus 71, so it's not the end of the world. Mr. Happy Naga got revived via tavern and then died, so that was bad. Fate of Happy informs that Moon is going back. We need to buy artificial night items, so Moonstone, and we need to start regenerating from those moon wells, Mr. Moon. Moon, with his Demon Hunter, is looking for some mana bears, and we are going to force the invul. We are going to force the invul, that's more than certain. That's more than certain, and Mr. Moon pops the invul. Was it worth it? Probably. The fact that we are not using Moonstone makes me sad, especially because Mr. Moon's name is Moon, so it's very close to Moonstone, right, Kappa? And are we in level 6 Demon Hunter waiting room? I don't think so. And we have a Moonstone and Clarity. Finally, some value, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, some value. Scroll of Healing acquired by the mighty Death Knight. By the mighty Death Knight. More Banshees are coming in. How many MGs Moon has? 2-3 MGs. Upgraded. Expansion of Moon is almost ready. And remember, this expansion is nice position, you know, close to the Moon Wells. So far it's looking good. Moon is even regenerating mana on his Demon Hunter because, you know, he's at 80 supply. He doesn't want to... Oh, and the Shade was in other position, so Dust of Appearance didn't work, actually. I mean, there was no target to reveal. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the big push by Happy. Happy is not expanding. Happy is pushing. Happy is pushing. He is getting some items. He has the heal scroll. 79 supply for Happy, 78 supply for Moon. Moon is fighting on his ground, in his territory. Happy has the vision. Happy is ready, Moon is ready. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is SaulApeMan, I'm a name, and we are starting our possession. And the bears are here. One of them got starved, but another one will join Mr. Happy. And Happy is not moving his bear. The bear is chilling, and we are going to see roar technology. Happy just morphed his bear 2 times. He didn't check the mana. He wanted to get the roar, but he needs to wait for it. Even Happy makes mistakes, ladies and gentlemen. What is going to happen now? My name is SaulApeMan, I'm a name, or maybe he had the wrong control group or something. The fight is still open, don't get me wrong, those MGs will tank a lot of damage. Anti-magic shell, health versus fog lightning, and we are possessing yet another bear. Staff of Naga is ready, but this time Happy can use roar. Show me the roar, baby. Show me the roar, baby. Show me the roar, baby. Anti-magic shell on the bear. Happy is keeping good care on his bears, ladies and gentlemen. Show me the roar, baby. Show me the roar. There is no roar just yet. But Mr. Happy has taming the Night Elf bears, man. And we missed another staff of preservation on the Night Elf to stop it, I guess. Show me the roar, baby. Coil is here to keep the field alive, and man, Happy is looking so strong. He's not roaring just yet. He was busy Demon Hunter hunting. Demon Hunter got stuff back. Supply is still okay, but Happy is not going anywhere. Happy is actually expanding as we speak, so he has plan B and maybe even plan C. We'll see about that, but I'm here to see the roar. Roar! Show me the roar! And yes, the Wisp are here. There's like, don't mind us, we are just traveling to work, okay? We're just commuting to work. And are we going to see the roar? It will imagine Lich with roar. Oh, the roar, the roar, the roar! Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I waited for this moment. Plus 10 damage on field. On the Lich plus 24, ladies and gentlemen. Banshees, they have roar, right? There is a Banshee with roar. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. That's why I'm here. That's why we are here. Undead with roar. I love it. For the game. I need to make a TikTok. You know this Katy Perry song like Roar? If you make a TikTok that is less than 1 minute, you can use any music because there is no copyright. I need to make a Katy Perry happy collab happen, ladies and gentlemen. What is going to happen now, ladies and gentlemen? My name is SaulApeMan, I'm an ape, and we have a big fight close to the Night Elf base, but Night Elf expansion is dead. Fort Lighting is still connecting. Demon Hunter is not on level 6, and it's not going to be on level 6 anytime soon in this game. It's Mr. Happy with the supply elite in this game. It's Mr. Happy with the bears, and it is called, and ladies and gentlemen, 3-1 for Happy. I thought it was worth it to watch this game, to cast this game, and ladies and gentlemen, we have a beautiful Justin Bobber that's saying, guys, like, subscribe, and follow for more. Thank you guys for watching. It was a amazing series. Happy and Moon. Bye-bye.